So, part 2 of Evil Falls. I'm gonna go at Superwoman now. Now, okay. I was impatient when I woke up this morning, and I went ahead and did some attacks against her, and did it pretty good for a few levels, which would have been nice to have as content to show you. But I'm gonna go through a kit, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I'm attacking her again. So, let's get to the video.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die!
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I'm going to go through Superwoman. I'm giggling because I just figured out what the riddle of the day is going to be. I like doing these riddles of the day. If you don't like them, then it's fine, I guess, but I'm going to keep doing it. So, here's your riddle. I am easy to lift, but hard to throw. What am I? Put it in the comment section. At a certain point, if you guys, I want to do a giveaway with these. I do. I want to do a giveaway with these, like whoever has the most correct answers, because I know you can look it up online, so it's harder to do. Maybe I'll do it like stream style and just like say it, and then whoever answers first wins. But then that includes like a disadvantage based on internet connection and where you are. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I want to do some kind of giveaway with it though. Anyway, so we're going to get into Superwoman. I'm going to go ahead and read through her kit and the team synergies that you use against her. I'm going to run a team at it. So I always say I think it's going to be a quicker video, and then 3 hours later. But in any case, I have run into her a couple times. I run through her a couple times this morning, which is just terrible phrasing. And I will say this: this is the team I'll use. I'll just go ahead and go into it, and then I'll come back and explain why this is the team I use. So up here, you'll see that there's the recommended synergies. Ocean Master synergy, which, if you don't know, every 5 turns, your team blocks an attack, increase attack of all allies by 4% to a maximum of 30%. And then you have Red Hoods as well, which is at the start of battle, crit and crit damage of all allies increase by an additional 14% each. This gradually weakens until it decreases to 0% by the end of the turn. So that means that, and what I have done is I've put Red Hood and Ocean Master both on this team. It might be better to not have both. However, it does say here, when you go down, these are the recommended characters: Nightwing, Ocean Master, and Red Hood. And I have them all in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, they're all not like the highest of high development. Nightwing is rank 7. Ocean Master, I think, is rank 1. And I think Red Hood is rank 1. So they're like up there-ish. They're not like rank 5 where I didn't just pull them. So it's okay to have Red Hood in there, even if I'm not using his team synergy. And I think, actually, I used Red Hoods last time. I might use Ocean Masters to see if I get more damage. And then I have Zatanna and Kid Flash to provide support for the heals and everything else. I've changed my vehicles, and I do not know why this is deployed over that, unless that was part of the reinforcements that they say they recommend. No, it's not. So that was a different thing. I'm at 12% now on level 13. So we're going to run this and see what happens. Now, with Ocean Master attacks, you're not as incompetent as you thought. Realize you can block my attacks with Ocean Master, so you're not as incompetent as I thought. So basically, we're not doing it. That was a lot of, no, what? How did we get to 10% then if this is what happens? Jeez. Okay, weaken out there from Ocean Master so that she doesn't hit as hard. Ow, that's nuts. And then defense down so that we also can hit harder. But she does not look like she's taking any damage. Part of me wanted to put, like, I have a block set on my Grodd, so part of me wanted to put Grodd in there, but I feel like I can't waste time with people who don't do any damage. Kind of. Because she's going to punch through a tank very easily in most scenarios. Now, there's a bunch of bleeds out there that's been out there because of Ocean Master as well. So there's 8,500 that just fell off right there because of the bleeds. So we do like that. So I guess maybe we do get to 10%. This time we may, I don't want to say it because she might have an AoE coming, but I feel like this time we might get to 20%. I'm hoping. We have a lot of weaken out there on her. There's like 7 levels of weaken. 3 of them fell off as she does this attack. And but Red Hood fell, but Red Hood can revive if we stay alive for the next 2 turns, which I think we will. If we can stay alive a little bit longer. Come on, get those bleeds off. Ocean Master's doing work right now, putting out all that weekend. And then Red Hood is back. Okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I would love for there to be way more heals going on right now. But we seem to be in a good way. I say before she does an AoE attack that wipes us off the planet. We seem to be doing all right. Those bleeds are doing work. 15 bleeds on them. Thanks to Ocean Master, which then also, there's a multiple of bleeds and weaken. And it's as many bleeds and weakens as we can put out there. So it looks like, okay, that's 20%. That's 1 bar. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it yet. Although I am curious, and I guess this will go into when we actually like read through her kit. I feel like some of them have a thing where they increase damage towards the end. I don't know if she's one of them. But it looks good so far. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. The only one that's fallen so far has been Red Hood, and he's back up. So there's heals that went out, recuperate. Ooh, so we are 40% of the way through. I don't think we're gonna beat her. I don't think we're gonna beat her, but I'm happy we're getting this far. I'm happy we're getting this, but I don't think it's gonna be yeah, because she's outpacing our heals now. She's outpacing, or she was always, I guess. And now we're getting down to the lower levels. But that's 50% clear. Come on, 60. Come on, 60% clear. Oh, yeah, there was that. And then there was that. All right, so, yeah, so now without Ocean Master to put out those weakens and defense, yep. Yep. Oh, plus I even forgot about the 15 turns. You only have 15 turns to do this. So we got the 62%. We got some evil tokens here, some elite gear, some coin. Okay, what's next? What would be the next thing? Don't know. Next would be I would get a chest for epic gear, or a piece of epic gear, and more of the coins. So now let's read through her kit. Now that you've seen what happens. Oops. Plug this back in. All right, let's read through her kit. Figure out what was going on there. All right. So we need to stop being defensive and get offensive. Sure. All right. So on her heat vision, deals superpower damage equal to 380% of attack to a single enemy. If the target is in the back row, damage is increased by 500%. Increased by 500%, not increased to. So once your front row falls, that means she's going to be dealing 880% damage. Sure. Okay. Makes me think that my front row, okay, I want to kind of look at my front row to see how big they were. Submit your will to me. No. All right, here we go. Lasso of submission. Deals physical damage. That was loud. Deals physical damage equal to 100% of attack to all enemies 2 times. If the target's proportion of health is lower than 15% after dealing damage, the target is immediately killed. So if it's lower than 15%, it's like, forget it. Just go ahead. It's over with. We're done. We need to stop being, you said that already. Scorching Lashes. Lashes the enemy in the back row in order, dealing physical damage to 250%. The lashed target will be provoked, increasing their crit chance by 10% and attack by 50% for 2 turns. After that, they will become frail and their damage will be decreased by 25%. This effect is stackable, lasting until the end of battle. So I can't purge that. I can't cleanse that. So once she lashes the enemies in the back row in order. So she's just taking them out one at a time. 250% damage. The lashed enemy then has crit chance and increases attack by 50%. But then after those 2 turns, the damage will be decreased 25%. And this effect is stackable over battle. So we'll get like progressively weaker and weaker by a lot. Okay, wow. Queen's Demure. Superwoman takes 50% more damage from critical hits. So then the Ocean Master synergy was a bad play. At the beginning of the battle, Superwoman gains 5 stacks of Queen's Dominion, and each stack increases damage reduction by 40% and attack by 20%. When receiving critical damage, or if her enemy blocks an attack, so both, she will lose 1 stack of Queen's Demeanor. She can lose 1 stack at most in a single attack. Additionally, she will lose 1 stack of Queen's Demeanor. Why am I stumbling on that word? For every 10 instances of non-buff damage taken. She can lose 1 stack at most in a single attack. Additionally, she will lose 1 stack of Queen's Demeanor for every 10 instances of non-debuff damage taken. So if I don't have a debuff and I damage you, if I do that 10 times, I knock off one of those. Okay. So we should cleanse ourselves somehow. When all stacks of Queen's Demeanor are lost, Superwoman will cast 4 additional heat vision attacks to a random enemy target in the front row. After 2 rounds, she will gain 5 stacks of Queen's Demeanor. While Superwoman has Queen's Demeanor, superpower damage taken by her is reduced by 40%. So we should do physical attacks. Okay, and then special effects. Crime Syndicate becomes immune to control status when inflicted with 1 and converts that into a stack of armor break for 3 turns. When proportion, she had a bunch of, but that's not a control effect. That's a damage effect. So like stun, freeze, things like that. When you get those, then she converts it to an armor break stack for 3 turns. So that's what she would do with Nightwing's stun when he knocks it out there. When proportion of HP is higher than 70%, attack is decreased by 60%. When proportion of HP is lower than 40%, attack increases by 60%. Okay. The attack that are increased by 75%, and the boss damage is decreased by 50%. So the damage is decreased by 50%. So if I use one of these synergies, if you are using one of the following, and the stats increased by 100% if Team Synergy is level 2, stats increased by 150 if it's Team Synergy level 3. Okay. So that's how we need to attack her. So I'm thinking I can go back in and try to do the crit side of it instead of the Ocean Master block synergy. We were at 62%. Let's see how this goes. I'm not going to run this full battle. I'm not. I'm going to call it a video. After I do this, we're going to skip battle. Go. Is this better? Am I getting... Oh, wait. So we got a better score. No, we did not. So then why did we have this victory thing? I thought we got a better score. Okay, we didn't. So, thank you guys for watching. We can do another skip one if I change the order. Just curious. If we get the weekend out there more. And the Kid Flash out there more, because this stun will just be converted to armor break, which actually is good to hurt her. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. That did nothing, and I'll see you guys next time.